I was really enjoying what they were doing up until the last 3 minutes. And those last 3 minutes left me sitting there and thinking, what happened? Why? And when did the Fiend come back? So that's instantly what I was feeling. But to get to the match itself, it was a very big fight feel. I think the crowd was into it. I think Roman and Finn gave you the feeling that, you know, this is a major main event. And of course, this was the first time we saw the Demon since WrestleMania 35, I believe. So that was automatically in a match, I should say. And I think that instantly added a big feel in itself. But, you know, they got Extreme, I guess. You know, Extreme's very loose nowadays. Extreme used to mean like ECW, and now it's kendo sticks at the max. But there was a point where Finn pulled out his version of a kendo stick, which was just like 4 taped up in red and black tape, which was very weird to me that they were like, yeah, the Demon has his own kendo stick. And I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. They wrestled into the crowd, and this was very notable. Roman Reigns went out of the way to get himself a mask. I thought that was like, I was like, oh, okay, this is the first time I've ever seen someone do that. I was like, big respect, good for you. And I know, you know, with his health that we've, you know, it's notable in the past. I understand why he probably did that, just to protect himself and his family, which is great. So they battled into the crowd. Finn got up on the kickoff panel desk and crashed through Roman with a crossbody and down through a table. The crowd, let me tell you, was just amped up for a table all night long. There was a point in the match where Roman said, no, you don't get any tables. And I was like, see, simple heel work. That's all I ask for. Yeah. I thought that was just, you know, perfect. They were really into the Demon, which I think is just such a clear message that no matter how much they want to, you know, dance around the fact that Finn Balor is really good, he still is really good and people love him. You know, as we start to break down towards the finish, Finn aims for his shotgun drop kick into the corner and was met with a massive spear by Reigns that resulted in a 2 count. But the twist here was that he did the low blow kick out like Reigns did from their previous match, which I thought was really good. The crowd loved that. And this is when I actually started to believe, oh my God, is Finn actually going to win the title? No, I was wrong. Of course I was wrong. He would hit the coup de grace. The Usos would come down to the ring, pull him off, and this is when they went out to the outside. He fought them off somehow. Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere from the other side of the ring to spear Balor through the barricade. And this is where the mess began. So the music of Finn Balor starts to hit. And personally, and I know you both will have your own thoughts on this, I was just sitting there thinking, oh no, what is happening? I was like, are they just gonna like give him like two people to help him? And then I start watching him on the ground move, and every time the heartbeat hit, and I was like, oh, well, boy, was I wrong. So as you know, the music rises up, so does the Demon, and the Demon has taken over Finn Balor because this is professional wrestling, folks. Oh, sorry, sports entertainment. And he absolutely destroys Reigns, hits a shotgun drop kick through the table on the outside. The crowd is eating it up. And I actually, okay, so like when I was watching this, and may I add, the music was playing the entire time. I was like,
and the lights were red.
Yes.
Yes, and the lights were red. This is where the Fiend-like aspect really kicked into gear. And there was smoke in the corner of the ring, which was just wonderful. You know, he hits him, he pushes him into the ring. Everyone's eating it up. It feels like an action movie because there's music going on while he's trying to, you know, finish off Reigns. And then he gets to the top rope, and the 180-pound Finn Balor breaks every single turnbuckle, and the top rope collapses. He hurts his knee. Roman Reigns hits a spear. The match is over. He points to the heavens, thanks God, and God makes his return to WWE for the first time since 2006.
My God.
Good Lord. Good Lord. I when Finn Balor started flopping around on the ground like a fish, I was like, what the hell am I watching? Like, that's when I made the comment, like, this is stupid. And that was before the finish. So I will agree with you. Like, when he actually popped up, and I mean, so you shut your brain off for a second, and you're getting into this comeback now, and it's like, is he actually going to win? And then he's on the top rope, and he's on the top rope. I don't think you mentioned it. He's on the top rope for a while. And there's smoke. You can barely see him. I think that there's no way the crowd could have seen him. And I'm almost wondering if, like, was there people behind him that were like unhooking everything, and that's why they had the smoke, so we wouldn't be able to see them? Like, I don't, and I didn't really, like, I don't know how that thing broke, and because he's just standing there, and like you said, 180 pounds. Sheamus was up there earlier, and it didn't break. Maybe it was Sheamus's fat ass that made it, that loosened it. And Sheamus isn't fat, by the way. He'd kick my ass. But then as soon as Finn Balor hit the ground, the lights turn on, and okay, back to your regular scheduled program. And spear, pin. Reigns is like looking up. He's like, what? Like, like, oh, someone's looking out for me. I guess I've been a good boy this year. Like, oh my God. Like, I bought into it, but at the same time, I was like, what the hell am I watching? And I made, like, when I saw that Danielson Omega match on Wednesday, I made the comment, like, how can anyone possibly watch WWE after watching this match? Like, to see this is what pro wrestling can be. And then we watch this. And I'm glad you kind of made that mistake and then corrected yourself, because if you want to watch pro wrestling, watch AEW. If you want to watch sports entertainment, watch WWE, because that's what this was. I mean, this was sports entertainment. There was some great wrestling on this show, and there was some not so great sports entertainment, in my opinion. Maybe, you said the fans loved it. Dave Meltzer made the comment that it was creative. And then I quoted him and I said, it wasn't good creative. And I got a lot of retweets for that one, and likes. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, it was different, but I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you think, Keila?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. So I haven't laughed that hard in about a few months. I think the last time I laughed as hard is when Randy Orton burnt The Fiend to a crisp last year. I mean, that was like a Yule log special Christmas moment. This was funny because I did not know what the hell was going on down the stretch, because Finn, as you mentioned, Paul, is flopping like a fish out of water. And every time the heartbeat, he jumps. Like, what is going on? And then he gets up. And I find it forgivable because he's making a great comeback. And I'm thinking The Undertaker would love this shit. He's popping up. He's ready to go. The red light shit's got to go, though. Like the Fiend budget, we can let that go from the expenditures for the rest of this year. We have the red smoke, the red lights, and Finn is whooping ass, taking out Roman Reigns. I mean, he flew through Roman and put him through a table. That was badass. But then you play his theme music over the ass kicking, like, okay, this is a bit excessive. Then he gets on the top rope and he's standing there and there's fog and it's red and he can't see anything. And then it snaps and it breaks and he falls. And for the first time since 2006, God answered a call for Vince saying, what do you want me to do, sir? What can I do to make the demon Finn Balor look badass, even in a loss? And says, make him fall. And God said, your wish is my command. Thank you. And Roman looks up, thanking God too. But the MVP of this segment remains Pat McAfee, who said on a live mic, this was Bush League.
He said that?
Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness.
He said this was a Bush League finish. What's going on here? Ropes breaking, and he's like, it's like Pat McAfee is the best. And that pretty much summed up the finish. But I have to give, in a wild, crazy way, Vince credit. He was going to try his damnedest, break his back and his quads to save the demon gimmick by saying, okay, an act of God is the only thing that can stop you, demon Fiend Balor. Yes, Fiend. Yeah, it's still the Fiend's budget, damn it. But what a finish to this match. It was creative. Was it good creative? I don't know, but I can tell you it wasn't good shit. No, it was not.
It was shit. It may not have been good shit, but it was shit.